So hello everyone, hope you're well, you're smelling great, enjoying your favourite fragrances today. And yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm going to last on this one. It's where I am, it's just overwhelmingly hot, and yeah, so we'll see how far we get. And yeah, this is you've just seen the video, the unboxing of Jean Paul Gaultier Beau Paradise Garden. And yeah, I've had my eye on this for a while. I actually really like the Beau Parfum. I think that's one of the best in heat acting fragrances, other than oud ones, that I've actually tried myself. And oddly enough, I mean, talking about that, I bought a lot of fragrances out here with me, just decants, and you're talking 30 to 35 degrees here, and I have to be straight up here, not many of them are lasting long in the heat at all. So I'd love some recommendations of ones that do handle heat well and do last. Yeah, so any comments on that would be great. But yeah, this is what we've got anyway. I've had my eye on it for a while. As I say, big fan of the Beau and the Beau Parfum, and trying to do the one-hand unboxing was just terrible. So even two hands, it's like a bit hard work. So that's what we've got. It's 70, I believe, 70 ml. Yeah, 75 ml, and it was a duty-free purchase. It's blind buy as well. I don't doubt this would be all right. I quite like this line, the Beau. I've looked into what's other reviewers of this, and yeah, it seems to get a pretty decent review. So it was always going to be a buy. It was just time to find it right. This cost me 60 English at duty free for 75 ml. They didn't have a bigger one, so that's all right. I mean, to be honest, if it isn't any good, I haven't really lost that much, so that's fine by me. Well, let's get it on anyway. The other one, I've probably mentioned it before, that the other Beau Parfum, it's one of them ones that I don't know if it's my skin or the environment or the way it's like constructed, is it just intensifies in the heat. It just gets, I remember wearing it in the jungle, and it was just radiating, getting really more and more intense. The jungle seemed to add a little extra to it, so I don't know if this will be similar. Okay, so yeah, definitely that. I'm going to put a bit on because it is hot. If I didn't mention it, it's hot, and yeah, I'm not sure how long it'll last. So usual like grenade pull pen there on the bottle. Okay, so immediately off, it's definitely got the Beau structure to it. It really has. You can smell that. Truth be told, it really doesn't smell at the moment much different to the other Beau lines. There will be nuances in it, no doubt. However, that first impression is what I find with most of Jean Paul Gaultier's is they have a very synthetic opening, and it's deceiving in a way because it comes across quite amateurish, but then it settles down, and then the dry down comes, and they're usually alright by then, once that syntheticness has gone away. I'm not a big fan of synthetic openings. I have to be, yeah, really not a fan. Back to this, it's sort of drifting away anyway. So what we got on with this, I've got the right up here, so let's have a look. Yes, it gets pretty high reviews, 4.3, 1 out of 5. It's pretty good. It was developed last year, and it's Quentin Bisch. So the notes in this, it's saying green notes, watery notes, mint and ginger, coconut, fig. No, sorry, they were in the top notes. The middle notes are coconut, fig and salt, and the base notes are tonka bean, sandalwood, and that's it. It's probably the coconut that's giving out that familiarity. I never really understand what green notes and watery notes mean. Again, I'm doing this outdoors in scorching heat, and it's probably not the best place to do a first experience, though, because I can hardly pick up anything amongst like heat and the other smells and the sea breeze it's drifting through. So the longevity, it's saying it's long lasting. Okay, that's reassuring. And it's a moderate CRG. I can't comment. This is going to be a really terrible video, because it's like I'm outdoors, and most of mine are done indoors or shielded from the elements anyway. The liquid itself looks like the original Beau. It's very similar in colour. Change your leaf. Oh, it's eau de parfum concentration. It certainly suits this environment. It's got that, like, when it says green notes, it does have a greeny feel. Not picking up much mint. I generally adore mint in a fragrance. I'm not really picking that up. Again, these will all come into play, I've got no doubt. It does come across relatively fresh when it's saying like sea notes. They're quite interesting. It does feel watery. It feels diluted, watered down. And that's probably intentional. It is changing. It is, whilst it's got that structure of Beau, it does feel one of the fresher ones of it and more uplifting. Coconut in anything for me, it's just something else. So, however, with this, it feels like the coconut's taking a little bit of a back seat, where it's generally been a forerunner in the other ones, and the focus is more on the green and the fig and that wateriness. It's interesting. Yeah. It's too early to do a wow, like, you know, wow, this is amazing for me. Actually, I'm getting whiffs of it. It's you know, that opening's dissipating somewhat, and yeah, it's pleasing. It's really comforting, actually. It's coming across more male, and it's okay priced. Well, £60 duty free, so you put another 20% on that, it's about £75 English. So 75 English for 75ml. I've seen this at around 100 online, so yeah, and that's for a 125, I believe. I'm beginning to sort of think duty free, unless you find a bargain there, like a deal or an offer, it's not that much different than decent discounters. Okay, I'll read a couple of comments here. I'll try not to make this a long one, because it's just, yeah, it's not the correct working environment without something to cool me down. Right, let's go into this. People gatekeep this. Heaven in a bottle, not without reason. My favourite frag I own to date. Beautifully put together, the creamy coconut blending wonderfully into the green note, with a spicy fresh opening from the ginger, all coming together to make one of the best frags out there. Great longevity, 6 to 8 hours on a hot day. Okay, perfect for summer, even on hot humid days here in Florida. 10 out of 10. My favourite big compliment puller, it has its own scent. 10 out of 10. Okay, I might get a bit of hate for this video then. Probably my enthusiasm for this isn't as strong as other people's. Whilst it has got differences, there is similarities, so to say this is its own scent, I know that's that person's view, and absolutely I respect that. However, personally I don't feel this is. It's the same scent with some additives. The sweet vanilla forward DNA you see in the mouth comes on strong at first, and it is a coconutty feel, becomes more watery, salty and fresh aromatic as it dries. Pretty nicely done, a pleasant fresh fragrance, 8 out of 10. So yeah, that's what oddly enough, that's what I picked up. It became watery. It becomes watery. As for salty, I wouldn't know, right by the sea. This stuff 100% isn't for everyone. Personally, I love the stuff. Beautiful fig note, very fruited, but it's not overpowering. It's almost calming. In my opinion, the coconut is toned down to the perfect level, and the mint is just very refreshing. Perfect spring scent, but wouldn't recommend for everyone. Well, that's similar to what I picked up. The coconut had been dialed down in this. Still there. I mean, it's still there. It's just not as a coconut bomb as the parfum. Yeah, I imagine indoors I'll pick the mint up a little bit more. It might be just subtle, or it could be that dreaded word batch. This and PDM Greeny are my most heavy rotated fragrances for spring, summer. Every morning I have that urge to spray on one of those green fragrances. Both are sweet but not overly sweet. Has watery and green notes, not boring citrus and shower smell. Greenily, yeah, greenily feels, this does feel quite a strong fragrance, to be fair. It really does. And it's not as intense as greenily. Greenily is like a powerhouse from the opening to the dry down, and there's nothing synthetic for me in, or it doesn't come, there's obviously synthetics in it, though it doesn't come across as like that chemical blast for me. Greenly, it's a real like pleasure opening, mid and dry down for me on that one. It's not a scent to be used in winter, more suitable for summer. Permanence, it felt at a moderate level for up to 6 hours. Okay, this is interesting, because this is similar to what I feel with Jean Paul Gaultier's. This person said almost entirely composed of cologne with an overdose of lily flory, methyl loetone, ambrosenide, DHM and coumarin. In other words, just a soup of conflicting chemicals, and the result is not pretty. Quentin Bisch is definitely going through his edgelord period. The last part that I don't agree with, though I do agree that it is like conflicting chemicals, and that does have to settle down, and then it becomes like the aromatic. That's generally opening for me on Jean Paul Gaultier. I mean, feel free to chime in on that, what you think. However, it's probably to a specification, and the creator would have been, I imagine, giving a sort of set of guidelines around it and what they can and can't use. I don't know, I'm guessing that person is in a whole new level of sophistication. Okay. It feels like it's got some staying power. I'm feeling it now. I'm sweating profusely, and it's staying. I love it. Very nice green fresh coconut scent, great for summer and day wear. Compliment getter for sure. Very safe and pleasant. It is in a hot day. What more do you want, really? It's going to hang around. That's what I feel it is. It's going to hang around. It's going to give you probably 6 hours. Then you can just refill it or top it back up again. That's fine. Anyone selling a replacement leaf? I got curious what's under there and lost the leaf. Well, curiosity killed the cat there. Depends how much you're offering for the leaf. Yeah, I'm open negotiation. It's Quite a funky leaf actually, bit textile. Yeah, all the Beau smell similar with same signature notes. I agree, they do. The difference is in the dry down. For the rest of the world, this exotic coconut is only meh. You know who you are. Well, been told. It smells great and it's fairly complex. The opening is just phenomenal. It's absolutely a great smelling fragrance. It's a bit of a juvenile scent. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not sure I feel the same way about the opening. At an instance, this reminded me of something. The day I found out my 7-year-old son's shower gel, this could be named Paw Patrol. Annoyingly childish smell. Smiley face. It's delicious. Very hard for anyone to dislike it. It's delicious. Got another delicious here. Well, alright, here's the secret. Layer this with Ultrabow. First, obviously. Trust me, it makes into a head turner. I'd probably, fair play, experimenting with layering. I'm not sure. I think for me to put 2 chemical opening bombs on me, I don't know, I'd probably get migraine. When I wear this, women order me as a cocktail at the bar. I sit in a coconut and let them marvel at my figgy, grassy, summery wonderfulness. Don't argue, it's just science. Yeah, you know, argue with that. In my opinion, it's the best Beau. You are slicing a papaya. Also, go easy on it. It's a bit of a beast. One spray too many and this will nose blind you, and all you can smell is JPG DNA smell type, and that's it. Okay, well then I'm going to take that on board for the next time I wear this, because that might be why this just feels not original enough to me. And yeah, it's got differences though. It's got that classic theme, the Beau theme running straight through it. And I think next time what I'll do, I'll put it on indoors. I'll dial down the sprays right down. I only did that many out because I'm outdoors, and when I've done them outdoors before, they tend to just drift off and I'm not really able to smell them. So I'll give them the benefit of that. I may be a little nose blind and just smelling that DNA like that person said. So I'll do three odd sprays next time, and then yeah, though I'm not disappointed. This isn't going to be redundant. It's going to get some use, definitely. It is interesting. It's you know, it's certainly not a disappointing blind buy, and there's nothing. That bottle 70ml, I'll get through that. I imagine I will anyway. It's coming up to summer where I live soon anyway, so that will be coming in and out of this box for quite a while actually. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Just undent that box. I tried to get a discount at there was only one of these left, and it's a dented box, and I tried to get a discount like if it was a tin of beans. Sometimes they reduce the price. If it's a tin in the supermarket, they weren't having any of it. But it's worth a try. Save a shekel or two. So yeah, all right, well that's JPG, Beau Paradise Garden. I hope you got something out of that, and please do continue creating value in your lives and environment. Bye for now.